Now when we actually reach 0 in the timer, we're going to level up. Now at the moment it's just going to be the same level playing over and over again. It's going to become very repetitive and very boring. So like I explained before with Tetris, each time you level up it gets a little bit faster, so it becomes more challenging. Now with mobile games you generally don't want to get too ambitious, because the mobile can only really handle so much data. So you have to keep your game kind of well contained. You have to have pretty good game mechanics that can ensure that players are going to play for quite a long time, but without overloading your system. So just a simple mechanic like speeding things up so it gets very competitive is a great mechanic. If you consider, for example, something like Flappy Bird, that was a really big success. And take a look, there's practically nothing in it. All you're doing is avoiding pipes, but it became a huge success. It was really small concept, but with a great mechanic. So what we need to do, we need to display which level we're currently on, so that people can see. I'm on level 10 already. This is great. So we need some more text. So I'm going to take my timer text, just duplicate that, and I'm going to call it level text. Okay, and I'm going to move this one over to the left. Now I'm going to put it over on the left side of the screen. Whenever you do this, just make sure that you do check all your different devices. I mean, that's okay there, that should be fine. Just make sure that it's not off the side of the screen or anything. I mean there, if somebody's playing on a tablet, we've got a bit of an issue with the bullets there as well. So yeah, just want to bring that one in on there. Yeah, it's all the way over. That's a really long phone. I think that should be fine actually. But obviously I want it to say something different than 30. I want it to say level 1. Okay, something like that. I think that looks fine where it is, to be honest. Yeah. So I think it's mostly just checking the tablets actually to see how it displays on those. The phones are generally okay. And I'll change back to the Samsung Galaxy J7, that's fine. I'll just make sure that that level text sits at the top left corner. So with the anchors, I'll just anchor it to the top left, so it always sits there. I should also do that with the timer text as well. So instead of center screen, just the top middle. Okay, top center. So with this level text, we want that obviously the number to actually go up with each level. We could also do with some kind of an indication as well that we're actually about to level up. So let's just duplicate this one. Move down a little bit and position this one more into the center. The text, I'll actually make this a little bit bigger, about 25, so we can really see this. And I'll call this leveling up. Wonder if maybe not bold, just normal, leveling up. Kind of looks weird. I mean, that is a word, leveling, but it kind of looks weird. We'll call it about to level up, I think. Or shall I say level up achieved? That sounds more dynamic. And I notice I can't see the achieved, and that's simply because the width, I don't have enough width on there. So I'll just click and drag on the width until it appears. There we go. Level up achieved. It sounds very dynamic. It sounds like you've actually achieved something. You know, you're actually making progress. So I think that's fine. I'll call it level up. And all we have to do there with that object is simply just switch it on or off, depending on when we're about to level up. Okay, so back to our script then. At the moment we've got the speed of our enemy and it's set at a constant 1. Well, I'm just going to take that speed I'm going to leave it at 1 actually, that's fine. But what I want to do, each time that we level up, I want that speed to be multiplied by whichever level number we're on. That means that the enemies will be moving faster each level. Okay, so where we've got our... I'll come to the bottom here, actually, and leave myself a new comment, so I'll call it level up. And first of all, we need a public, and I'll make this a static actually, because we will need other scripts to talk to this, of an integer that I will call level number. We'll make it equal 1 to begin with. Because we're reloading a scene, if we don't make it a public static, just a public, that number will never get remembered. Okay, it will basically reset itself every time it loads. Whereas if it's public static, it gets loaded into RAM, into the computer's memory. So it will persist even though we actually load a new level. Okay, so it will remember exactly what level number we're on. Then a public game object called level up. So we can simply switch that on or off. And then we need the text. So public of type text, I will call level text. Okay, great. So when we start, one of the first things that we need to do is say level text dot text equals and I'll type this in string, so level and then a space, so that's exactly what it will display, and then plus equals and the actual level number. Now because the level number is only just a simple integer, if we don't type level, it will effectively just display 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So it doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like it? Left hand side of an assignment must be a variable, property or indexer. Level text dot text equals level plus equals level number. Nope, that's not correct. Equals toString. Find out. Oh, yeah, need the plus equals. There we go, and then this comes up here. Level text dot text equals this. It doesn't need the equals, sorry. It's just a plus, isn't it? Otherwise I'm trying to make that equal the number of that. That's what it is. In fact, I don't even need the string, but I'll leave it in there anyway, just to be sure. Okay, and then we will set our speed equal to speed, whatever it currently is, multiplied by a value that is equal to the level number. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually divide that by 2. If I don't, what's going to happen is their enemies are going to be moving way too fast, too quickly. So by the time you get to level 3, they're going to be moving at a speed of 3. By level 4, they're going to be moving at a speed of 4. And we've seen how fast the speed of 1 is. It's pretty fast. So it would be too much, basically. So by dividing that, it just makes it a little bit easier to actually kill the enemies, and they don't go so fast. It also means that at level 1, the speed is 1. We're dividing that by 2, so it should be a half speed to begin with. Okay, so let me check the time countdown. We're running our time delay coroutine, so let's find that. Time delay, time countdown, check for enemies, check for game over. So now in fact we could do this inside the time countdown. If level current time is greater than 0, what I want to say now is if level current time is less than 2, we want to switch on that level up achieved. So I'm going to say level up dot set active to true. If I only switch it on right at the last minute, it's already loading a scene by that time, so you're never actually going to see the level up. That's why I have to do it once you get almost to 0, so you've got enough time to actually see this leveling up. And then once we get to 0, it just basically loads the next level, which is fine. Okay. We also need to ensure that as we are leveling up, that we're setting that level number to 1 greater, so ++, so incrementing it by 1. Okay, so let's save. Now, just so that I can test this to make sure that the level number is going to be going up, I'm going to take the ground and I'm going to make the level time limit about 5 seconds again. We've also got a couple of empty game slots, so we need our level up object and we need our level text. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to press play. Let's just make sure that this works. So we're on level 1. Level up, we're on level 2. Level up, we're on level 3. Level up, we're on level 4. Level up, we're on level 5. Notice how that bat's getting a lot faster. The zombies, by the way, are walking at the exact same speed. Yep. And that was intentional. I don't want too many creatures moving too fast. Check out how quick that bat is now attacking me once I'm up to level 10. Okay, excellent. So, yep, we know that that's working. So now if I set my time back to 30, that will become much more challenging now.